How the US and China are preparing to fight total war. China's broad plot to overthrow the American order is well known. But what does it mean for the world? This video discusses how China is pushing the US for global dominance and its ramifications for regional and global order. RAND found that US-China war might have serious economic and political repercussions. Therefore, it's crucial to consider conflict scenarios and their implications for both nations. Air University reports that the US is preparing for the 2025-2032 war with China. This involves military development, cooperative training, and diplomatic relations with regional strategic allies. China has promoted its manifest destiny since 2013. According to the Journal of the Americas, this means challenging American rule in the region and strengthening its influence. To confront China, the US and its allies must change tactics and resources. China is the biggest long-term threat to the international system. According to a US State Department news release, the US is using integrated deterrence, working with friends and partners across domains to maintain peace. Paths to war. The RAND report suggests several US-China war scenarios. Paths include the US-China trade war might turn into a military battle if emotions rise. China's autocratic system and human rights violations conflict with the US's democracy and human rights values. The RAND report warned that a Sino-US war might have serious economic and political repercussions. Effects may include a Sino-US war may devastate the global economy because both countries are economic powerhouses with worldwide supply lines. As trade and investment are intertwined, a war between the US and China might cause repercussions and job losses. The US and China dominant global governance and war might destabilize the international system and create a power vacuum. Understanding the repercussions of a Sino-US war can help prevent violence and maintain peace. A China-US war can help prevent violence and maintain peace. The US and China should address their disputes through diplomacy and negotiation rather than risking a devastating conflict. Military capabilities. US military capabilities compared to China. The US military is technologically advanced, has a significant budget, and is globally present. Air, naval, and missile defense systems are its strengths. Recently, China has advanced its military and missile technology, cyber warfare, and anti-satellite capabilities. It has a huge army and a developing navy and is investing in stealth fighters and aircraft carriers. The US military has a technological and training advantage, but limited global coverage makes it vulnerable to asymmetric attacks. China has a strong army and a rising navy, but its military lacks combat experience and may struggle to project force abroad. According to the RAND report, a Sino-US war. According to the RAND report, a China-US war is likely regional and conventional, with most fighting in East Asia. The US and China may use long-range missiles, stealth technology, cyber attacks, and anti-satellite weapons. China has modernized its military and made strides in missile technology and cyber warfare, but the US has a technology and training advantage. Preparations for war. China and the US are investing sustainably in military drills, weapon development, and cyber warfare to prepare for war. US hypersonic missiles and cyber defense capabilities are being developed. Chinese military spending includes stealth jets, aircraft carriers, cyber, and space capabilities, Joint training activities with regional allies and partners are improving military readiness for both countries. U.S. and China war preparations may significantly impact the global balance of power. War might create a power vacuum and weaken the international system. War might create global recession and employment losses. War preparations could cause an arms race and regional tensions. Both countries invest sustainability and military drills, weapon development, and cyber warfare, which could affect the global balance of power. War might create a power vacuum, destabilize the rules-based international system, and destroy global economics and politics. Monitoring the situation and working toward peaceful solutions to avert confrontation and maintain peace is essential. Regional and global order. China's grand strategy to displace American order, as outlined in the Bookings article, involves three sequential strategies of displacement, pursued at the military, political, and economic levels. The first strategy sought to blunt American order regionally. The second sought to build Chinese order regionally. And the third, a strategy of expansion, now seeks to do both globally. China's order would likely be more coercive than the present order, consensual in ways that primarily benefit connected elites, even at the expense of voting publics, and considered legitimate mostly to those few whom it directly rewards. China would deploy this order in ways that damage liberal values, with authoritarian winds blowing stronger across the region. U.S.-China competition is over regional and global order, as discussed in the Council on Foreign Relations timeline. China's grand strategy to displace the American order reflects its ambition to become a global superpower that could rival, if not eclipse, the United States. The U.S., on the other hand, seeks to preserve its position as the dominant global power and maintain the rules-based international system. The competition between the U.S. and China is not just about military and economic power, but also about values and ideology. The U.S. promotes democracy and human rights, while China promotes authoritarianism and state control. The potential impact of this competition on the global balance of power is significant, as it could lead to a power vacuum and undermine the rules-based international system. In terms of preparations for war, both the U.S. and China are investing heavily in military exercises, weapon development, and cyber warfare. These preparations could have significant consequences for the global balance of power, as a China-U.S. war could lead to a power vacuum and undermine the rules-based international system. It is crucial to continue monitoring the situation and to work towards peaceful solutions to prevent conflict and preserve peace. Thank you so much for joining. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll see you in the next video.